Welcome back to ADHD Whiskey. My name is Matt, and today is 1 Ounce Wednesday. On 1 Ounce Wednesday, I take a sample that I've received from a viewer, or from a patron, or from a distillery, or from Steve Urkel, Stefan Urkel, Lou Ferrigno, Leah Remini, Madonna, Rihanna, Bob Barker, John Sally, Brett the Hitman Hart, or anybody else who may have sent me a sample. Today's 1 Ounce Wednesday, and today, thanks to Lifetime Whiskey, Dan and Julie, we're reviewing Kentucky Owl Bourbon Batch 11. Kentucky Owl Bourbon Batch 11 is a $300 bottle of whiskey. It's 118.8 proof, and it is the first bourbon release from Kentucky Owl since the departure of their former master blender, Dixon Dedman. America. Boop, boop. Boop. Swirling Batch 11 in this ADHD Whiskey Glencairn. Kentucky Owl Bourbon Batch 11. On the nose. Here we goes. Dark, deep dark notes. Molasses and saddle leather. A little bit of Welch's grape juice. Some tobacco is coming off of here as well. A little tobacco. Now some citrus notes are coming through the nose here. A little bit of orange, like the pith of an orange. The nose on this Kentucky Owl Bourbon Batch 11 is very nice. I do enjoy the nose quite a bit. The color on it also is dark. Let's put Batch 11 down the hatch so we can score this biznatch. It's nice. It's nice. It's very nice. It's sweet and spicy. There's some definite oak characteristic there. It's definitely not a young bourbon. There's definite barrel char here. Some real burnt brown sugar. Real burnt charred brown sugar. So the palate is really nice. The flavor profile on this is legit. A small burst of toffee on the front of the palate, and then some charred burnt sugars down the side of the tongue. Unfortunately, it's not very oily. It's not a super viscous bourbon, and the finish falls off very quickly. For a $300 bottle of bourbon, you expect that finish to just linger and continue. And that has a lot to do with the oiliness of it. If it's not a viscous bourbon, if it's not coating the mouth in all the right places, up inside the gums and all the membranes that you don't even know had brains in your mouth, if it's not coating all those, then the finish, there she goes. And that's what happened here. Oh, the nose is great though. I do like this bourbon a lot. It's a great bourbon. I don't think you're gonna pour yourself a glass of this and be disappointed in it. I think it's a great bourbon. I give Kentucky Owl Bourbon Batch 11 a score of 8.3. It's great, but unfortunately, for $300, I'm expecting an exceptional bourbon. Something that is phenomenal, ridiculous, crazy good. Sure, this is great, but you can get great bourbons for a lot less. I'm super happy to be able to taste this and score it, but I don't think it's a $300 bourbon. This is a $100 bourbon with a $300 price tag. That's the way I'm looking at it anyway. That's the way I'm looking at it. And trust me, I know exactly what I'm looking at. So although it's a great bourbon, the price on it is just too high. If you've got a bunch of money to blow, then sure, buy a bottle. I think I liked this pour more than maybe most reviews I've seen. My name is Matt, this is ADHD Whiskey, and like I always say, keep your head in the clouds, but your mind on slippers. And buying new slippers every couple months before your feet stink them up bad enough where you have to air out your entire house when you take them off. I got a pair of slippers for Christmas and ruined them. I ruined them and almost ruined my house.